Hey there everybody, welcome back to Jester Plays NES. Why not? Today we're going to be talking about a pretty popular game. I mean, you might have heard of it. It's a little well-known title. I mean, it's got like a cult following or something, I don't know. But basically, we're going to be playing a game about robots and people who try to stop the evil desires of people. I mean, why would we stop desires unless they were evil? That's the only way. I mean, using robots to fight robots, that's the way to win, guys. Always gotta have the bigger stick. Wait, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, Proto Man, yeah! That's what I like to see, Proto Man 2, or as it's probably more well known as Mega Man 2. Mega Man 2 is the sequel to Mega Man, and if you've never played Mega Man, then, well, nobody blames you, because the first game is not that great. Well, I mean, it's alright. It's a classic game, but at the same time, Mega Man 2 is where everything got perfected. It was just, they took the formula and everything that was great in Mega Man 1, and they're like, you know what, we're gonna make it even better in Mega Man DOS for the NES machines. Now, I always thought this was a design flaw, but if you hit the chain, you get hurt. I don't understand why. These are also like the only spikes in the game that don't kill you. But that aside, Mega Man is a platformer game, and you basically move around, jump around, shoot with your Mega Buster, or in Proto's case, the Proto Buster. I don't remember if it's called the Mega Buster for Proto. I don't know. But basically, Mega Man is a robot created by Dr. Thomas Light to stop the evil desires of Dr. Wily. Actually, he was built as a helper robot, kind of like a, just designed to do simple chores and what have you, along with his sister Roll. Don't know how robots have siblings, but, yeah, what are you gonna do? It's a game. Needless to say, one of, Dr. Light's assistants, Dr. Albert Wily, pretty much just snapped one day. He's sick of being in the shadow of Dr. Light, so he took over 6 robots that had been built to help better society, and pretty much set them to attack random places in the world. In response to this, Mega Man, or Rock as he's known in Japan, decides to suit up and become a battle robot to combat Dr. Wily and his evil desires, because, you know, why not? And he gets upgraded from a regular helper robot to a fighter robot, and pretty much goes on kicking ass from there. Mega Man's also unique because the main character has an ability to copy the enemy boss's power-ups, thus improving his own combat skills. Why is that important? Well, because he did it before Kirby, which is pretty much all. At the same time, he didn't do it in the same way as Kirby, but it was pretty similar. In Mega Man 1 and 2, you can only run, jump, and shoot. In later games, they had the ability to slide and even charge up your blaster. Unfortunately, that is not in this version of the game, even if you are playing as Proto Man, who is quite possibly one of the most awesome characters in video gaming, but I'll get to that in a minute. Basically, before Mega Man was created, Dr. Light also created another robot, a prototype robot of the fighter brand, and, well, things didn't go too well. There was a major flaw with Proto Man, and by the time he had woken up and gained sentience, I shouldn't say sentience, he was born with an AI, but by the time he had woken up, he fled from his position with Dr. Light to go off on his own. You might be wondering, well, what are some of the functions of these robot masters? Well, I'm sure that at one point they were helpful, but later on in the series, they get less and less and less helpful. For instance, in this game, or in the first game, it's pretty, you know, standard. They have Iceman, who is, you know, made to help in Antarctic searches where humans can't go because it's too cold. There's Fireman, who I assume helps with fire. Who else? Damn, it's not coming to me now. For some reason I'm thinking Oil and Time Man, but that's not so powered up. But yeah, they all had a similar function in mind. Oh man, so the names are just completely slipping me right now. Elect Man used to help in power plants and all that. Now, once you gain a power, you can go up into the menu thing here, the menu thingamabobber. Go over to next, and hit the metal blades. Since we beat Metal Man, we have his power. They can be fired in 8 directions and are generally the best weapon in this game. See how quickly I took him out? Oh no, it's not gonna hit him from there. There we go. There we go, and that's the way the cookie crumbles. But Proto Man's not really introduced into the series until Mega Man 3. I should also talk about, you know, how Mega Man's pretty much set up. There are 3 alternate Mega Man timelines, I guess you could say. The first being the classic Mega Man series, the second being the Mega Man Legends series, and the third being the Mega Man Net Battle, or Net Navi series. I don't know what the correct term for that is. But basically, in the classic series, you play as, you know, just running, jumping, shooting man. In later series, like the Mega Man X series, it's actually a continuation of Mega Man Classic, where it's set so far off into the future. It also includes the Mega Man Zero series, which is set off even farther in the future. The Net Battle series involves basically the World Wide Web, and in this universe, you connect with avatars called Net Navis, and Mega Man is the main character's Net Navi. That game series is more, I wouldn't say too strategic, but it plays a bit more strategic than, you know, these games, because you have to choose your position. If you stop before they hit you, they'll jump over you. Make sure to be the right distance away, or else they'll just kill you. And here we are at boss time. I always like the little rooms between the bosses. I don't know why. I just think it's a nice buffer. And here we are fighting Woodman. And like Wood in real life, if you hit it... Oh, wow, he did a lot of damage to me. And of course, when you die in these games, you implode and just send shockwaves. Alright, let's go and use the metal blades. Sorry if I'm getting quiet here, I just need a little concentration. Then again, it is Woodman, so I could just like sit there and hit him. Ah, yes, second boss. Down and easy as pie, I guess. Robot Pie from the future. Another interesting fact about Mega Man is it's set in the year 2000X, or later games 20XX. I always thought games were really weird with that, like Earthbound set in the year 1990X. Like, why? What does it even mean? I guess it's to like, to kind of be like, oh, it's, you know, ambiguous, it could be any time within the year 1990. Well, alright, I guess so. Alright, so we have some more bosses to fight. Let's go with, Bubble Man, the obligatory water stage in every Mega Man game. Also, pretty much every Mega Man game is set up the same way. You have your robot masters. Now, I hate Bubble Man, but he has some pretty good stage music. What was I saying? Oh yes, killing robots. So basically every game's set up where you have to fight Dr. Wily and his evil desires, because that's all the guy does, really. He just sits there and plots all day long. I feel sorry for him, honestly. probably the primary basis. Oh, wow, I didn't jump. And like a dummy, I dropped like a brick. But, basically I'm pretty sure the main influence for Mega Man was probably Astro Boy. Simply just because of the whole robot boy. Although I guess Mega Man is a man. I mean, why would he be named otherwise? That would just be silly. I mean, what if you... why would they name him up or otherwise? Yeah, but they really tightened the controls in the transition from Mega Man 1 to Mega Man 2. Because in Mega Man 1, the game slid a lot. Like, you just... Like, when you... It wasn't as tight as the controls in this game. Like, if I jump, I just stop on the dot. Whereas in the other one, I would have probably just died. Or not died, but, rather... slipped a little bit. Now, underwater, as we all know, we have 0 gravity, because that's how it works. No, not 0 gravity. There is gravity, it's just not very prevalent. And here we have a, not a mid-boss, but rather some kind of... They always have these huge enemies in these games, and I really like that, because it really mixes things up from the usual, like, oh, Metroids and... Yeah, some tricky jumping here. Gotta really... Yeah, you don't want to go into that jump too high. And if you're really having trouble with this, you could just get hit by those things. And have them, give you invincibility for a moment. Leave me alone, stupid shrimp. That was really close. And remember, kids, never do that, because you will die. What else is there to talk about with Mega Man? There's tons to talk about with Mega Man. What am I thinking of? But yeah, like, unlike Astro Boy, however, Mega Man has a lot more abilities, I suppose. Also, in this game, I believe it's either this game or the next game. Might be the next game where we're introduced to Rush, but Mega Man also has animal companions, namely Rush, who's a dog who can transform into a submarine and a little platform to jet across. Oh no, Bubble Man! Oh no, Bubble Man! Oh, wait, he's dead. That's right, because Bubble Man sucks. You can also fight Bubble Man in any order you want, really. You can fight him first, because he's so weak. One of those bosses where a stage is a lot harder than he is. Oh yes, another interesting thing about Mega Man is that the power-up system, each Robot Master has a weakness of some sort. And one of the main things about this game is trying to figure out which boss to take out first, so that way you can get the power-up to help fight the other bosses. Like Metal Man, I get him first because the metal blades are really helpful in this game against everything. They're kind of obscenely overpowered. But in later games, it's pretty much one boss has one weakness, and there's usually one boss that has a slight, I shouldn't say weakness, but I should say a slight, oh, fuck. There goes my F-bombs. A slight less resistance to the Mega Buster, which means that you can actually beat him first and get his power up to help with the cycle of events there. Yeah, I hate this level. A lot of people have trouble with Airman's level. It's probably because he's one of the harder robot masters to fight. Plus his level's a bit harder. It's the drops. Everybody hates the drops. Stupid flying Zeus throwing bastards. And while we're talking about Mega Man, we might as well also talk about Capcom for a little bit, because why not? This video is going on long enough as it is. But basically, at this point, Capcom needed a mascot. And they were like, well, Mega Man it is. No, I'm pretty sure it took a lot longer than that to figure it out, but the Blue Bomber helped out Capcom a lot. And another thing with Capcom is that, like, this game, back in the day, Capcom, all they made was platformers. That was their bread and butter. They made platformers out the ass. And if you really need power-ups, you can sit here and collect them. Like that. Get some nice health pickups, because we're almost the boss. But, like, there are a lot of the enemy patterns in these games that they reuse in games like Darkwing Duck. And, yeah, there's a reference for you, Darkwing Duck. That was close. But, yeah, in a lot of their games, they reuse the same enemy patterns and, just basic mechanics of the game. No! That was really close. And we have a little, Mega Man look-alike blowing guy. I never understood him. Stupid birds. You have to watch out sometimes, too, because these birds, are like, when you get these power-ups, it kind of freezes the game for a second, which can make it really annoying to, try and trek across. But yeah, I first played Mega Man 2 on the Mega Man Anniversary Collection. I didn't own Mega Man 2 until many, many years later. Honestly, the first one I played was 3 on the NES. And that game was awesome. I mean, it could be said that that game is actually better than this one. There are a lot of people who say that this one is the best simply because of the music and everything just kind of culminates so well. But basically, for this guy, we're gonna need the wood shield. Although you kind of have to get in close to use it. We killed him in 2 hits. Go team. But yeah, as for Mega Man 2, I don't have a lot of memories of it growing up, but it is still a really great game. I'd recommend it to anybody who really enjoys platformers. This is all, I am also playing it normal, so just bear with me that there is a harder difficulty, just in case you're like, well, this game is way too easy. And we get a message from Dr. Light. What does he got to say? Item 2 complete. Get your weapons ready. Which is how Dr. Light talks. And we get item 2. I believe you get the items for beating Airman and I want to say Flashman? Or not Flashman, Crashman, that's it. But I could be wrong. But that's all the time we have for this episode of Jester Plays. Join me back next time when we talk about another NES classic. This has been Millennium Jester signing out, and keep on playing.